Greetings to you, dear pupils and parents. It's a wonderful experience working with you through this medium. We call on you to be attentive and follow this lesson keenly so that you can
Children of class 4, my name is Madhu Rose, your English language teacher. How are you doing today? Hope you slept well. Okay. I want somebody to tell us what the future tense is talking about. The future tense talks about events that is still to take place. Yes, that is good. When is that event going to take place? Is it now or when? Going to take place means it can be in a few seconds to come, few minutes, few hours, days, months, or years. That's excellent. Now, if that event that is still going to take place has to continue for a while, still in that future, maybe in a few minutes or months or years to come, how do we call the tense that is used to describe events that is still going to take place and will continue for a while? The tense is called future continuous tense. That is good. So, our lesson for today is the future continuous tense. What I would like you guys to know about this future continuous tense is 1. You will be able to say what the future continuous tense is. Also, to use it properly. I know some of you are from a French background where you mix your French and your English, but no, this is an English class. And I always tell you, English is just like the heart of all other subjects. So don't play with your English lessons. Just like mathematics, English too has rules that you need to follow, especially when it comes to forming tenses. We have already seen how to form the past tense, the past continuous, the present tense, the present continuous, the present perfect continuous, just to name some. And now, we are going to master the rules that you need to follow when you want to form any verb in the future continuous tense. Now, look up. Before that, I said in our objective that by the end of this lesson, we will be able to, you learners will be able to say when to use the future continuous tense and how to form it. Now, when do we use the future continuous tense? This tense is used in a situation that we need to describe events that will continue for a while in the future. For example, it will be raining tomorrow. That is something that is still to happen. Is it raining now? No. When will it rain? Tomorrow. Tomorrow talks about what? Future. Good. We also use these tense to project ourselves into the future. How? You are now in class 4. In about 2 years, you find yourself in college. In the primary school, we copy notes on the board for you, give you time to copy. But when you get to college or secondary schools, the teacher will not be copying notes on the board. That is projecting ourselves in the future. Preparing you for that future. Know that when you get to Form 1 or Form 3, Form 4, the teacher will no more be copying notes on the board. We dive into formation. Like I said, English language too has rules, just like in mathematics. How do we form a verb in the future continuous tense? Look up on the board. Formation of the future continuous tense. I have put it in a tabular form for you to know that this is what you have to use. We take the subject. When we talk about subject, we mean personal pronoun. Like I, you, he or she, or it, we, you, they. Remember, these personal pronouns can be replaced with names of persons. In the place of I, they can use my father. In the place of we, they can use my younger sister and I. In the place of he, they can use Peter. We take the subject, will or shall, we add will or shall to the subject, that is subject plus will or shall. First person singular takes shall, I shall. First person plural takes shall, we shall. And the others, you, they, he, it, she, take, will. We say we add the subject plus will or shall plus be plus main verb in the ing form. Now, looking at this verb in the ing form, who can write out the main verb in that word? Main verb is jog, play, jump, throw, ride, run. Main verb means the action word. And now, don't forget that before adding ing for words that end with a consonant followed by a vowel, we double the last consonant sound before adding ing. But it does not hold in all cases. There are some cases that you do not need to double. For example, look at the word write or the word buy. The word buy ends with the consonant Y. But in the continuous form, do we need to double the Y before adding ing? No. So those are the exceptions I'm talking about. We come back to our table. We say to form a verb in a future continuous tense, we take the subject, will or shall, plus be, plus the main verb in ing form. Now, our first example gives us, I shall be jogging. You will be playing. He will be jumping. She will be jumping. It will be jumping. We shall be throwing. You will be riding. They will be running. Now, the word running, we have doubled the last consonant, which is N, before we added ing. Why? Why have we done so? We did that because a vowel sound has come before N, which is the last consonant. That is good. That is somebody who is following what the teacher is saying. Note that the future continuous tense can take the following forms. 1. We can write a sentence in the positive form using the future continuous tense. Either we call it positive or affirmative. Example, I shall be playing table tennis. The tense can also take the negative form. Example, I shall not be playing table tennis. Negative because the word not has been added to the sentence. Likewise, the interrogative form. We can use this tense to ask question. And when you want to use the future continuous tense to ask the question, start with the auxiliary verb shall. Shall I? We have used shall because the pronoun is I. Remember I said I and we take shall. Shall I be playing table tennis? Any question? Have we understood the lesson? Okay. If there is no question, it means everybody have understood. From your understanding, you will do me this little exercise. I always tell you that in class 4 we don't read for you people because we know that you are already big enough to read for yourselves. But because I don't want people to repeat class 4, I want you to go to the next class. I will read for you to ease your understanding. Now listen to the exercise and remember again, in English language, whether in English language or in any other subject, when they give you an exercise, first thing is to read your instruction because the instruction guides you, it tells you what to do. So we start with our instruction. It goes thus. Recopy these sentences, putting the verbs in brackets in the future continuous tense. 1. I dash 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 an umbrella when it rains. The verb in bracket is use. I have put 3 dashes because I need 3 answers. Remember, I said English language, just like mathematics, you need to follow rules. There are rules you need to follow. And what does the rule say when we want to form a verb in the future continuous tense? It says a subject plus we or shall plus be plus the main verb in ing. In this exercise, the subject is already there. Do we need to put the subject again? No. That's good. The first dash, you are using will or shall. The second dash, you are putting be, and the third dash, you are conjugating this verb in bracket in the continuous form. Number 2, mother and father dash 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 drive to work instead of walking. Now, you ask yourself question. They have not used you, he, she, but in the place of he, she, they have used names like mother, father. And we said, or we know that when we have two names already, it talks about plural. So you have to think of the personal pronoun that will replace mother and father. Number 3, the teacher dash dash write on the board for learners to copy. The teacher, you ask yourself a question. Is it a teacher? Is it third person? When it is third person, when it is a third person, which pronoun can I use to replace teacher? We can use he, yes. When it is he, is it taking will or shall? Those are the questions you ask yourself. Ask yourself guiding questions. If not, as you are asking yourself guiding questions, you go back to your rule. Number 4, in class 4, nobody dash dash for you. Read. And the last, during the rainy season, I dash dash a pullover to keep warm. Where? Okay. That comes to the end of our lesson. But it is not saying, I'm not saying that if you have a question, because we have ended the lesson, you don't ask a question. Any doubts? As I always tell you, take it down. In our next lesson, I will give you the answer. Okay. Thank you, children, for listening. Thank you for understanding. Have a nice weekend. See you in our next lesson.
Hello, dear pupils and parents. Thank you for following the lesson till the end, and we hope you enjoyed it. For your questions and exercises, write them down and send to us through the email info@teachconnect.org. The teacher will answer your questions, correct your exercises, and send them back to you. Thank you for working with us.